Hey there, everyone. I'm James Milan. Welcome to the April 2026 DPCD update. I am joined, as always, by the head of our Department of Planning and Community Development. Claire Ricker is with us. Hello, Claire.
Hello, how
Ha
are you?
hap Happy actual spring.
Yes, at last.
At last, I would say so. Here's what's on the agenda today, folks. We are going to hear about the draft CDBG annual action plan. There'll be an invitation to this weekend's Patriots Day events and EcoFest, and a recap. There was a Heights Business District open house earlier this week, and we'll get a recap on that. We're going to start, though, by hearing an update on the AmpUp comprehensive plan. So I know we are edging ever closer to the finish line there, Claire. What can you tell us?
Yeah, we are almost there. I think, first of all, the town and the AmpUp Advisory Committee would like to thank everybody who's participated in the many community events and the public surveys that we've done over the past year or so to develop the final draft of the Arlington AmpUp Comprehensive Plan Update Project. Since launching the AmpUp Comprehensive Plan website in April 2025, we've had 6,351 unique visitors to the website, 1,100 online comments and contributions, and 12,000 total page views. In addition, we've collected hundreds of in-person comments and paper surveys over the course of the year as well. The final opportunity for folks to provide comments on the draft comp plan closed on April 12th, and we're currently reviewing the comments that we received. The final draft of the comp plan is scheduled to be presented for adoption by the Arlington Redevelopment Board at their meeting on May 4th, and then will be presented for endorsement at 2026 town meeting. Folks can view the latest draft of the comprehensive plan at arlingtonma.gov/comp plan.
Excellent. And again, congratulations to one and all for being well, now public comment time is closed, and people sure had enough opportunities. This is great. I'm glad you offered some numbers there because I've said it before, but it bears repeating. A great example of the way things work in this town in terms of, we're laying out a plan for the future. There was so much opportunity for people to have input, and obviously many thousands of people took that chance and weighed in. So just how things should work, I think, and I'm sure that the comp plan we end up with will reflect that process. So well done. And now let's talk CDBG, which after DPCD is our favorite acronym, maybe. We're gonna have to come up with a song that includes both of those at some point, but tell us about CDGB.
Sure, of course. So the 2026 to 2027 draft annual action plan is now available and open for comment until May 14th at 7 p.m. The annual action plan includes the town's plan to expend its CDBG funding award for the next fiscal year. We received approximately $1.1 million for fiscal 2027. The plan provides an overview of the town's goals and how it expects to use CDBG funding in order to meet the Department of Housing and Urban Development's objectives, which are to expand housing and economic opportunities and provide suitable living environments for those with low to moderate income. Comments on the annual action plan may be sent via email, dropped off at DPCD office here in Town Hall, or you can attend the virtual public hearing on May 7th and make comments at that time. All comments and the town's responses will be included with the final version of the annual action plan that is ultimately submitted to HUD. Again, comments are due May 14th at 7 p.m. And for more information and to view the draft action plan, please visit the CDBG page at arlingtonma.gov/CDBG.
All right. Thank you for that. We're coming up on a long weekend. It's been a while, a couple of months since we got to have one. And there are all kinds of things. Of course, it's a particularly significant weekend, especially these years right around now. But tell us about Patriots Day activities, and also let's talk EcoFest.
Sure, absolutely. So this upcoming Patriots Day weekend marks the third year of the town's multi-year initiative, Arlington 250, The Untold Stories of Monogamy, which highlights Arlington's historic contributions to the American Revolution. Patriots Day weekend offers a diverse lineup of free and family-friendly events, including an Arlington beer hall, which will be in Town Hall Gardens on Saturday, the 18th from noon to 6 p.m. Beer will be provided by the Arlington Brewing Company, and there will be live music, games, and family activities. Also this weekend, there will be free guided tours of the Jason Russell House and Museum from Saturday through Monday. There will be a Foot of the Rocks exhibition at the Old Schwam Mill on April 18th, which is Saturday. The Patriots Day celebration at Whittemore Park by the Cyrus Dowland Art Museum with the arrival of Paul Revere and William Dawes on April 20th. And folks can learn about these and other planned events for Patriots Day weekend. You can see the schedule at visitarlingtonma.org. We also have coming up EcoFest. April 22nd, which is next week, is Earth Day, and it's the official launch of Arlington's EcoFest, which is a month-long time of learning, volunteering, and celebrating the planet. There are townwide community events. Most are free. Some highlights include on April 22nd, the Go Fish mural workshop will be happening with Arts Arlington. On April 28th, we have an Introduction to Electric Vehicles class at Arlington High School, which is part of Arlington Community Education. This class is for those who are thinking about buying an electric vehicle and want to know more about charging, road trips and range, financial incentives, and what's involved with owning an EV. And an Electrify Arlington volunteer, Greg McKenzie, will help you make habits. Then on May 9th, we have the annual EcoFest Summit at the Arlington Community Center. This year's theme is Greening Our Neighborhoods Together. And this will be an opportunity for folks to learn more about the many town and volunteer initiatives to reduce the town's climate footprint, such as electrifying homes and vehicles, encouraging native plantings, as well as other initiatives that move us towards sustainability in the natural environment. More to come. On May 17th, we have an electric vehicle and e-bike show and tell from 2 to 4 p.m. in the Russell Common parking lot in Arlington Center. If you're curious about EVs or e-bikes and want to learn more about your neighbors' experiences with them, drop by the Electrify Arlington's EV and e-bike show and tell to see different models and to ask questions. And if you own an EV or an e-bike and you want to share your experiences, please contact our Electrify Arlington team. They would really love to have you participate. And so these are just a couple of the dozens of events that are happening during EcoFest. And I invite the public to visit the EcoFest website to learn more and add these events of interest to their calendars. The EcoFest website is arlingtonma.gov/EcoFest.
EcoFest, wonderful month of the year, each year, always chock-blocked with activities, as you mentioned. I think for obvious reasons, we're all aware of the macro situation and the global energy crisis that we are, both in the middle of and at the beginning of in a lot of ways, making all of this so much more, relevant than ever before. Last thing I'll say about that is, you, Claire, and others who have tuned into DPCD updates over time know that I am very happy, have been a very happy EV owner. We have been a very happy EV owning household for the last 9 years. And I couldn't, I'm not an evangelizer, I promise folks, but this, do take advantage of these opportunities to educate yourself, not only because of the macro situation in the world, which again makes it even more compelling, but just because EV cars are fun to drive, and it's the anxieties that people have around range and other things I have just found over the years have been largely irrelevant. So, just with that one plug, please forgive me for that, folks. But yeah, really, these are great things to take advantage of that Claire's just described. So hope folks will do that.
Fantastic.
And so we have just one more thing on the agenda for today, and that's the Heights Business District had that open house earlier this week, and you want to give us a recap of that, I think.
Sure. So residents and local business owners attended the Heights Business District Open House last Tuesday to share their vision for the future of Arlington Heights. Attendees participated in hands-on activities to draw, write, and express what they love and also what they want to see changed along Mass Ave and Park Ave corridors in the Heights. They also shared their preferences using visual preference surveys regarding streetscape options, buildings, and just the general vibe for the Heights. This feedback will be incorporated into potential draft zoning amendments, which are currently being explored by the Heights Action Plan Implementation Committee. And for more information on the committee and their work, please visit their website at arlingtonma.gov/boards.
All right, and that may wrap things up unless you have anything you wanted to add.
Nothing at this time, although we do have quite a few updates planned for our next DPCD update.
All right, we will see you in May for sure. In that case, I've been speaking with Claire Ricker, the head of our Department of Planning and Community Development for this DPCD update. As always, we really do appreciate Claire taking the time to share this information with us. We appreciate you taking the time to inform yourself about it. I'm James Milan for the DPCD update. We will see you next time.